Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best monitors for Xbox Series.
Starting at number 5.
Acer XF243 Pbmiiprx. If you need a cheap, simple display, consider the Acer Nitro XF243 Pbmiiprx. It has a smaller 24-inch screen and lower 1080p resolution than the GIGABYTE M27QP, meaning it doesn't offer the same detailed gaming experience. Luckily, it's still great for gaming as you won't have any issues playing 1080p games from the Xbox Series S, and it also supports VRR. While it can downscale a 1440p signal, which results in a more detailed image than a native 1080p signal, it only supports 1440p at 60 Hz with VRR disabled, so it's best for 1080p games. If you want a 1440p monitor, you can also consider the Dell G2724D, which has better motion handling but costs more. Luckily, the Acer offers a quick response time with 120 Hz signals. The response time is decent with 60 Hz signals when VRR is enabled, but there's overshoot. However, disabling VRR and sending fixed 60 Hz signals instead results in better motion handling with less overshoot, so if you're playing 60 Hz games, it's better to disable VRR for improved motion handling.
Coming at number 4.
GIGABYTE M27Q Pro. If you're looking for a monitor on a budget, you can still get a few great low-cost gaming monitors. The GIGABYTE M27QP is impressive for gaming and is very similar to the LG 27GP850B/27GP83BB. The main difference between this and the LG is that this one has worse motion handling, but the response time with 120 Hz and 60 Hz signals is still great overall, so motion looks smooth. This monitor is a newer version of the GIGABYTE M27Q, which has better motion handling, but units of it are sold with different panels, so you may not know which one you'll get. The M27QP has everything you would expect to find in a gaming monitor, like VRR support, and it can take full advantage of the Xbox Series S without any issues. It delivers good picture quality thanks to its accurate colors and high peak brightness, so glare isn't an issue if you want to game in a room with a few lights on. However, it performs worse in dark rooms as it has a low contrast ratio, but that's the case with most budget monitors.
At number 3.
LG 27GP850B. If you don't need anything fancy and want to save money, check out the LG 27GP850B, which is also available as the 27GP83BB at different retailers, and both offer the same excellent gaming performance for the Series S. It has a lower refresh rate than the Dell Alienware AW2723DF, but considering the console can't take advantage of either monitor's max refresh rate, this doesn't make a difference. It works well with the console, as you can play 1440p games at any frame rate without issue. It also has variable refresh rate, VRR, support to reduce screen tearing, and motion looks smooth thanks to its fast response time at 120 Hz and 60 Hz. The 27GP850B variant has a backlight strobing feature to further improve the appearance of motion by reducing persistence blur, but it only works with 120 Hz signals and not 60 Hz. While the 27-inch screen size is good to use with a 1440p resolution as it has good pixel density and image sharpness, the LG 32GP850B is a similar monitor with a large 32-inch screen size. However, only consider this if you want the bigger screen as it costs more.
Number 2 of my list.
Alienware AW2723DF. If you prefer saving money with a mid-range monitor, consider the Dell Alienware AW2723DF. The main downside of getting this monitor for a lower cost is that it has worse picture quality than the LG 27GR95QEB, especially in dark rooms, due to its low contrast ratio. However, besides the differences in picture quality, it has many similar features, as it has a native 240 Hz refresh rate that you can overclock to 280 Hz. While this isn't relevant for console gaming, you can at least take advantage of it if you want to connect your gaming PC on the side. It doesn't support HDMI 2.1 bandwidth like the Dell. Still, it works without problem with 1440p and 1080p signals from the Xbox Series S. It also downscales a 4K signal, which results in a more detailed image than 1440p, and while it only supports 4K signals up to 60 Hz, the Series S doesn't have the processing power for higher refresh rates at 4K. It has excellent motion handling with both 120 Hz and 60 Hz signals, and there's less overshoot than on the LG. Its VRR support also works well with the Xbox to reduce screen tearing.
And number 1.
LG 27-inch Ultragear. The best monitor for Xbox Series S we've tested is the LG 27GR95QEB. It's a high-end gaming monitor with excellent picture quality and fantastic gaming performance. It can take full advantage of what the Xbox Series S offers because it's a 1440p display with HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, and there aren't any compatibility issues with the console. While this monitor is designed for PC gaming due to its 240 Hz refresh rate, it still has a fast response time with 120 Hz and 60 Hz signals, but there's some overshoot at lower refresh rates that can be noticed as white trails behind fast-moving objects. You can also consider the Corsair Xeneon 27QHD240 if you want something with less overshoot at 60 Hz, but it has higher input lag instead. Another advantage of the LG is that it displays perfect blacks in dark rooms. This means it's ideal for dark room gaming, and there isn't any blooming around bright objects. However, it doesn't perform as well in bright rooms because it has low peak brightness, which isn't enough to fight glare, so if you want to take full advantage of the monitor, it's best to use it in a dark environment.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.